Hello. How's everybody doing today? Happy Sunday. Let people join in and then we'll get started for a really fun little pillow I made. Molly, it's chilly in Ohio. I envy you because it's hot here in Florida. We cannot wait for fall to come. Oh, Hope, hey. It needs a haircut big time. I mean, I'm just like, ugh. Hey, Louise. Hey, Lynn. Grab everything here. Okay, well, welcome to Facebook Live Sunday here at the Beehive. Today we're going to do some really fun font editing and just something really fun, you know, using everything that's built into your machine. It's the little pillow that I've showed you guys a couple times, and it's really, really cute, and you can do this for any holiday. Of course, there are designs out there already ready for you. You can purchase it and do whatever, but it's much more fun to come up with the design yourself and make it all yourself. So I'd much rather do that if I can than buy a design using the fonts. Because you have so many great fonts in your machines, why not use them? And this is a good lesson to learn how to actually use your fonts and edit them. So that's why I wanted to do it. So it's going to be, to me, a lot of fun. Now, if you've seen a couple times that I am going to have a class on the 29th, and you can totally sign up for that. We're going to do it in the Hoop Bowl Cozy. So here's mine. Yeah, I've still got to play around with the cotton threads and all that. So we'll talk about that in the class. The class is $20. There are a couple posts already on the group page. So my email's on there. So what you do is you send me an email, and I will send you an email back, and I do payment through PayPal, so I'll send you a PayPal request, and then I put you into the group automatically. The group is already open, but you can only get in there obviously if you sign up for the class. So I will make sure to post that again. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of people already signed up, so it'll be a good community project, and you're learning something more about your machine. We can keep learning and growing with each other, so why not do a fun project? Today, and you guys have pretty much seen this picture, but what we're going to do, I'm not sure if this is backwards for you or not, but we're going to use our built-in fonts and some built-in designs, and I did a couple purchase designs to show you a couple cool features with that on this cool little, I don't even know what it's called, a word pillow. We're just going to call it something fun, word pillow. And this one, yes, I did do it on the Solaris. So there are, these designs were on the Solaris, but this one is also on the Meridian/Altair. And there's also a really cute cauldron that I was like, ugh, I would have much rather have done the cauldron than this right here. And then I know there was concerns that some of you were like, oh, I love that skeleton. He's so cute. However, it is on the Solaris, and we would have to have software. You could take that off of your Solaris, or, to get it to the Meridian, you would have to take it off the Solaris and go over to Palette 11 and get it ready for the Meridian to read. However, there are so many cute embroidery designs out there, and you're supporting designers when you purchase them. So I took a look around, and there's a lot of cute little skeletons or ghosts or whatever out there. I found a really super cute one. I can't wait to kind of put up on, you know, the one that I show you as I'm making it. But there's tons of stuff out there. So if you don't find what you want on your machine, it's okay. You can bring in designs. No big deal. Let's see. Anything else before I get started? I don't think so. You guys have been asking questions regularly, and I appreciate that because, again, you know, it may take me a moment to get back to you because maybe I don't know the answer and I'm finding out for you, or your group partners, your group friends, jump right in and help right out. And that's exactly what I wanted this group to be about, is we're all helping each other. The other thing is I decided, and this goes back to when I first started the group, and it was actually, this was one of my husband's ideas, believe it or not. When I did a project like this, say we did a project, what we could do is do a contest of sorts. So what you'll do is you'll make the project just like this. This is the only part we're concerned about. You can make it a pillow, you can make it into a mini quilt, you can make it into, put it in a table runner or whatever. And you're going to post on the group. Post it to the group. And let's say by, I don't know. I want to give you guys longer than a week. So let's, well, I don't know. Should I give you a week? I think we could do a week. So by next Sunday, post up your pictures, and out of one of those, all your name, or the names of the people who post pictures of their finished project, will go into a little box, and I'll pull it out, and there'll be a winner. Why not? And I do have some great gifts. I forgot to grab them out, so let me go grab those. My very good friend, Hope Yoder, has graciously sent in some great giveaways for you guys. So maybe we'll do two. We'll pick two names. And one name we'll do some Hope Yoder fabric. This is from Roses and Arrows. This was one of my favorite collections that she ever did. It was her first collection, and I was proud. I was there when it was born, and so I kind of feel like it's a little part of me. It's not, it's all her, but it, you know, I got to throw myself in there. So we'll do, and if Hope, if you're still on, can you tell us how much is in here in one of these packages? But you will do that, and then where else is it? Then what we'll also do for another gift, we'll do two giveaways. We are family, babe. 1 yard. Oh, okay, cool. So it's 1 yard of Roses and Arrows. Hold on, the stuff fell out of the bag. Okay, there we go. The second prize we'll do, and I'm super, Hope, I need to order these actually. I haven't ordered them yet. These are the templates that you can use for masks. Hope cuts her own templates, and there's directions and the templates in there. So that'll be the second prize. So we'll do two prizes. And thank you, Hope, for your graciousness of giving us some gifts. I really appreciate it. Of course, I have more, but we'll use those at another time. If I don't put it away now, I'll lose it. So let me put everything away. The reason why I'm taking so long is because I wanted to show you something from Hope. You can go to her website, Hope's So Creative, and she created these really cool, because this is really important. We're trying to keep our hands clean and all that. these really cool keychains that has a button pusher. So when you're at the gas or whatever, or at the whatever, I did use this the other day when I was at the gas tank thing, getting gas. I was like, I don't want to touch that. Honestly, I know what she built this for, but this is good if you really need help to kind of grab like door handles. It kind of does help. But this is also a cell phone stand. So you place your cell phone right there and it actually sits up completely straight so you can watch videos. You can watch my videos. You can watch Hope's videos. You can watch Xandra's videos. You can watch everybody's videos. So it's at hopeyoder.com, or is it Hope So? I always get confused. So there they are. There's some really, and she'll customize things for you. She's got a glow forge, which she's very, 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 very proud of. So, okay. So let me see. See if we have any questions real quick. Roses and Arrows is so pretty. My eyes are on the templates. Yeah, I know. I love Cookie. Cookie has been there too. She knows that Roses and Arrows is so pretty. Thank you for all the help you have given me in the last couple days. Oh, Darlene, of course, anytime. So that's what I'm here for. Okay, so now that we've got a little contest out there and we're ready to learn some cool techniques, I'm just going to do this today on the Meridian because it's pretty much the same exact thing on the Solaris. Even some of you who may have the new Venture, we're not using any IQ. We're just using embroidery today. Now, I mean, of course you can use IQ. You can bring in designs and turn them into embroidery. You can do whatever you want on these little pillows. I cannot wait. I have been just like, I've got so many things to do right now, but I want to do my fall one next and my Thanksgiving one next, and I cannot wait. So let me turn you around, get you set up to the Meridian, and then we'll get started. And really, one of the things that you need is a list of words, which I did not print out or write down or anything. But you're going to think of a bunch of words for that specific holiday. If we were doing Christmas, we might want to think of words like joy and believe and, Noel and all those fun words. For fall, we may want to think of leaves or turkey or, silly words like that. Easter, I can't wait to do an Easter one. So you're going to think up a bunch of words. And you can really customize this. Think about, I just had an idea. Think about some words, but also think about a family's name. You can make this for a little gift, like the Vaughns. You can put that in there, or let's pull a name up here, the Cades or the Kappenlingers. And I probably said that wrong, Mary Sue. I'm sorry. The Lavernes. You can really customize these. I have seen my friend Sarah Gallegos, she did one, and it's on the SOED website, where she took her two daughters and had them write down what sisters means, and it is so cute. So her little girls used words about sisterhood, and I thought that was so sweet and such a cute idea. So let's turn you around and let's get to work. There she is. Okay, so you know how this goes. If you get a little dizzy, go ahead and close your eyes for a moment. I'm going to get you zoomed in here to the Meridian. Gotta get some things out of the way. No worries. And of course, like anytime, if you have questions, just ask as we go. Oh, she went to sleep. I turn my sleep modes on after a period of time because I'm always running back between machine, and I like to have that mode on, so I feel like it's giving the machine a break a little bit, so it's like a screensaver. Okay, I think I could probably go down a little bit more. go. There we go. And I'm just going to go fully to home here. Okay. Let me plop this guy in front of you guys really quickly again. So, I should veer out a little bit. Okay, if we look at the pillow, what you're going to see is I have a bunch of words. I also have some designs on there. And you can put more words, but what I want you to also notice is I have some quilting built in there as well. So you can do whatever you want. And all I did with this piece was fuse a fusible interfacing to the back. And I actually did also use a piece of a mesh cutaway stabilizer. And then I floated a piece of a very soft tearaway underneath. It may seem like too much stabilization, but for me it's a pillow. I wanted it to kind of stand out a little bit more, so I did use a little extra stabilizer. So I think it'll wash pretty if I need to. And then I just added some borders. And that's really easy. And I'll talk about how I completed the pillow at the end of the video here. Okay, so what I decided was, I decided how big I wanted my center square to be. And really, we can make it any size you want. Again, I said I did that one on the Solaris, so I used the 10 by 5/8 by 10 by 5/8 hoop. I don't have that hoop on this machine, but I have a 9.5 by 9.5 inch hoop. And I think that would be a perfect size for the center of a pillow. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to give myself a guideline. And this is just going to show me a guideline of the 9.5 by 9.5. So to do that, and I do suggest using this. I never used to use this function until I literally got obsessed with it. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to come up to my settings page, and I'm going to tap on that. And generally, one of the first pages that'll pop up, you'll see the embroidery frame display. And I'm going to use this area right here to tell it that I want a 9.5 by 9.5 inch outline on the background. So I'm going to select OK. And now when that comes in, you can see it definitely touches the sides. That's good. But you can see this little box right here. Now what that's telling me is, Anna, don't take your design any further out than this line or any further out than that line. Okay, cool. So I kind of have a little guideline. And what did I do? I totally messed up, guys. You know what I hit? I hit IQ Designer. I meant to hit embroidery. So I actually need to go back home. I bet you're wondering, like, why did she go to IQ Designer? It's habit. Okay, because I'm always an IQ Designer. I've got that on. Let's go back to that. Okay, there it is. So I want to make sure that that is on first. And I'll select OK. Now I want to go to embroidery. There we go. Now I'm at where I'm supposed to be. And what I want to do now is I can start out with whatever I want. I can start out with the designs first, or I can start out with the words. However, but I personally think it would be a good idea to go ahead and bring my designs in, and you'll see why I'm going to do that first. So I have a couple built-in designs under Celebrate that I want to bring in. And I'm going to scroll down and look for this witch and this cauldron. Now these designs right here are Halloween, but they're really, really big. So I don't want that. I just want some smaller designs. I even have this little witch right here. I like her better, so I'm going to click on her and bring her in. Now when I'm looking at this right here, I can see that she's going to take up a lot of space. Right? Because in my 9.5 by 9.5 inch box, it's just, I'm not going to have a lot of room for words. So what I want to do is go to Edit and Size. And remember, when we're editing the size in the machine with the Meridian Altair or Solaris or Destiny, we can do the traditional up 20% or down 10%. However, we have the magic button. I like to call it the digitizing button. It's this one right here. And I'm going to select that and OK. And now I can make her 60% smaller or 200% bigger. So I'm just going to shrink her down to where and she'll kind of just stop at a spot. Well, that's actually OK. Now what it did is it is it is shrinking it down, but it's recalculating the stitches, which means that it's going to either add stitches or take stitches away, which is so important. So I'm just going to take her and move her, let's say about right over here for right now. Okay, so I've got my first design. Now what I want to do is grab a second design, and I'm going to go to Add, and I'll go back to Celebrate to go grab that little cauldron, because I think that cauldron is so cute. And I'm going to hit Set. Now, not too big and not too small. So I am just going to change the size a little bit. So let's go over here and go to Size. And I'm still going to use the stitch recalculation. And the reason is, even if I wanted to shrink it down 10%, I can tell that this is a really stitch intensive design, because look at all the black. So in a way, I'm thinking in my head, even if I shrink it down, it's going to stack all those stitches on top of each other. And it may not be real pretty. So I'm still going to use this little digitizing button. And I'm just going to shrink him down a little bit. Like that. And here, I'll move him off, just moving him out of the way right now, because I want to add one more design. And like I said, you may not have the exact design you want in your machine, but you can always go out there and purchase designs. So I'm going to add a purchase design. So I'm going to go to Add, and to find that, I have him on a USB stick. And I'm going to scroll through all my stuff, and they're down here, right here. So I've got this cute little, he's so funny. I've got this cute little skeleton, but guys, I found a Halloween gnome in a bee costume. So you know I had to get him. So I'm going to select him. He may not, look great with the other guys, but I really don't care. I think he's adorable. So I'll just kind of set him over here for right now. So cute. I don't even know if that's the right feel that I want, but I really love him, so I'm keeping him. And again, I could go in and add that other one too. Let's see, Kathleen asks, does that button work on freestanding? Yeah, it works on any design. Any design that you bring in there, it'll do the exact same thing that it did for me. Now, let me bring him back here, because that brings up a good point. Will that digitizing button work on designs you bring in? Absolutely it will. It'll work on any design. Now, it may not on certain letters work on letters, but that's okay. We can get around that. So, okay, so I've got my designs in here now. Now what I want to do is think of some words, because I'm just going to start bringing things in and placing them wherever I want. So if I look at my pillow, and I know you're just going to kind of see a big picture of it here, I've got words like Halloween, trick, treat, bats, witch, ghoul, creepy, trick, scary. I looked up some other words earlier, and I saw some really cute ones like potions, hocus pocus, toil and trouble, black hat, enchanted, witch and warlock, conjure, bewitched. So there's a lot of fun, silly words out there that we can use. Broom, we can use for this. And magic. I'm surprised I did not put magic in there, because I am a silly, love like Harry Potter and stuff. So magic's always silly and fun to me. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the Add button. And now I've got my other designs on the screen. I'll be able to move them out of the way and just, but I'm going to do my first word, and I'm going to do Halloween. So I want to use the tab number 3 and then pick a font. And the font that I used for my Halloween was this one, and it came out so stinking cute. So let me click on that. And I am going to, which is great, it's showing me my area here. So I know when I tap the first letter if it's going to be a little bit too big. Do I need to shrink the word down or what? So let's go ahead and select H. And that may be just about the right size. Now to change this size-wise, when you first type a letter, it is going to come in, and if you look down here, it's going to come in the large. The next font size you can go is medium. You see how tiny that went? And then even small, which is even tinier. So I'm going to leave it at large and do the word Halloween, but I'm going to do uppercase H and lowercase the rest. So A-L-L-O-W-E-E-N. That's not an N. So I can always go back and fix the letter. So I'm going to select delete and do the N. There we go. Pattern extends. That's okay. I'm going to flip it. And if the pattern extends, because we've got the 9.5 chosen, it's going to let you know, and it's going to say, hey, do you want to flip this? And I'm going to say, yeah, just go ahead and flip it, because I can do whatever I want with it later. Okay, so I'm happy with that font. I'm then going to hit set. And what I want to do now is I want to go to edit, and with that selected, I want to bring it right over here. So that's going to be backwards to me. I want it going the other way, so I'm going to go to rotate. There we go. And I can see up here that it's still going to fit in my 9.5 inch hoop right there. I'm going to tap on my little guy here and just kind of move him out of the way. Select this and then move it on over. And of course I can use my move buttons. I need to move him up, so I need to make sure. There we go. I'm happy with that. The next thing I want to do is I want to select him and I want to group him. So just him and select OK. And then that way I can go in here and change the color. So I'm going to select a purple. And I think I did that really fast, so I'm really sorry. So let me do that whole process again. Okay, so if I want him to stay grouped together, I'm going to tap on the whole word right there. I am then going to come down to the grouping key right down here. And then I'm going to, this is highlighted right here. This is the group key. You see the pink color? If I tap on him, it'll all turn pink. And I'll hit OK. I'm just making sure he's going to stay together. And then I'm going to come to the color chip button. And then I'm going to go look for a purple. Now what you may want to do is remember that same color purple that you chose before, but it will show up here. So let's say I chose this one, and I can scroll down. There he is right there. So that's number 673. So depending on which machine or which thread brand you chose for your machine, I can write that down and know if I want to do another word in that color that it's going to be number 673. I can always go back and check that. So I'm going to select OK. Now I think I might move him up just a little bit and over a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to do another word next. So let's do the word treat. And remember, I actually can just take these guys and stack them on top of each other right now. The reason why I'm not moving them any further below is because I'm trying to make sure I stay in that 9.5-inch area. Okay, so what I want to do now is go to Add. I'm going to use my fonts, and I'm going to use this one right here and do the word treat. T, and I'm going to use all the uppercase. R-E-A, where's my T? T. And hit set. And I'm going to leave it in that large font, and I'm going to move him up or wherever I want. Then again, just in case, I'm going to select the selection button and tap him just to make sure he stays grouped together, and go to my color chips, and I'm going to do an orange. So I'll do this one right here. And then if I go down here, it'll tell me which orange I chose, the 535. So I might even move that up a little bit. But I think I want to shrink that down a little bit. I mean, take the size down a little bit. So with that selected, I'm going to select size. And notice it won't give me the digitizing one. It's just going to do the 10% smaller. And that's fine. I'm going to make him just about 10% smaller. And I'm going to move it over here. Because what I want to do is now take one of my designs. And I'm just playing. So, you know, I can start bringing my other little designs around, and I'm like, oh, he looks cute. However, I also can do this. Flip them around. Oh, that's even cuter. I don't want him facing outside of the pillow. I want him facing the words. So that was just my flip button right here. He's so cute. Oh, God, I can't even stand it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is kind of quickly walk through words. And, just so we can get a bunch on here and start moving things around. So now that I've got a couple words on there, I might go ahead and take like the cauldron and put it like right here. I think I will leave my witch about right here. Now I have some areas to go around. I can even bring my cauldron down just a little bit to give it more space. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, that looks cute. Cute. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go fast through this part so I can get a bunch of words on there. So the next word I'll do, let's see, magic. Love the word magic. It's magic. Do, 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 do. Gonna pick a font. Okay, M. And I'm going to leave it the large. Magic. Oh, that's cute. I like that font. That's perfect. And I'm going to leave this one black. So let's just make sure that, oops, don't touch the button. Let's just touch him, make sure he is all grouped so you can move it around. And with this, let's see, I think I'm just going to bring the word magic kind of close to her, about right there. And now we're going to start turning words. So I've kind of got my linear words. I might put some more linear words in there, but I want to start making this look really super cute. So I'm going to select Add, and I'm going to go to my fonts, and let's see, creepy. So this one's a good one for the word creepy. So I'm going to go to creepy. I'm going to do some upper and lower. Yeah, where's my Y? That's perfect. Okay. But I think what I'm going to do with this one is turn it to that yellow color. Oops. What did I do? I need to select just him. I just want to make sure he's grouped. Okay, he's grouped. And I want to go to my edit. I'm going to go to my color chips. Oops. Let's go down here because I want to make sure I get the right one. What's that? What color is that? The 535. Go down to my oranges. Oops, let's go up one. That's it. Oh, wait, no, I want to select creepy and do that one. So now I have two colors of or two designs of the same color. And I think I'll move him about right underneath here. Okay, I haven't gotten to my... I'm kind of looking at my pillow and seeing what I've done. Okay, let's do the word spooky next. I'm going to go to the fonts, and I believe it's this one, and I am going to do all lowercase. So I'm going to do S-P-O-O-K-Y. Set. Oh, so cute. Just going to make sure she's grouped. She's grouped. And then color chip, and let's add a purple. So I want to make sure I get that right purple. So I'm going to go down here. Let's just tap it because that's easier actually. 673 purple, because I don't remember which one. So it's a darker purple. Is that it? Oh, I keep changing it. Let's tap on that. We'll just use that. There we go. Now with this one, what I did was I took and I turned it. All I'm going to do is take and rotate 90 degrees. And then I can put it wherever I want. Let's do the word boo and fit it right into there. So I'm going to select add. And I'm going to, well, let's see what this one would look like. And I'm going to do that one a little bit smaller. I'm going to go oh, boo. And we'll leave that one black. There he is. And I'm going to pull it out here because I think I want to make him a little bit bigger. Not as big as the other letters, but I'm going to put boo right there. It's a small word to fit in there. And now I'm going to just start cramming in words wherever I want. I'm going to take a look at this thing I have here. Let's see. Black hat potions. Potions. I like that. Now let's do some green colors. Okay. Let's go to our fonts. And I will use this one right here. And just do potions. Oh, you know what? I want it to look. I want upper and lower. When you do upper and lower, you're not taking up as much room. So potions, not potioner, potions. Set. And I am going to go ahead and reduce that size some, as much as it'll let me. Bring it over here. And I am going to also rotate. I think I'm going to rotate this way. And let's see where I can fit her in. Maybe over here. Because what I can do now is come, and now I'm just going to start playing with everything. Bring everything over, and let's kind of get, oh, let's turn it the other way. Yeah, since the Halloween's going one way, and that's going another way. Now, here's the thing, really quickly, before I do anything else, what if I'm looking at that and going, I really don't like that font? Well, what do? Well, you can change the font. So let's get out of that and let's go to our edit area. So if you were right here, you would select edit, and you do have text options from here. So I can select text, and you can see that that one's highlighted because it was selected before I came over. And now what I can do is come down here next to the set button. You have your font styles. So I'm going to select that, and I can start tapping on them, and you see how it changes? Well, maybe I want it to, oh, that says not a good one for that one. Well, maybe, can I move it right now? Nope. There we go, there's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Potions. And you see what's happening when I tap that? Let's do this. Let's come out of here, and we'll just hit set, and we'll take and move him up. So that way I can really get a look at the different fonts. So I can choose that one, can choose that one, this one, which would be really cute, but I don't know if you'd be able to see it that well. I can go through all my fonts, block fonts, this one, that one. Oh no, let's see what this one looks like. Ooh, I like that one. So I'm going to stick with that one and hit set. Now I remember I did that all by going into edit and text edit. And at this point, if you're doing something else, or if you're just wanting to use this here, you can play with the size here. You can play with the spacing, which means I can select spacing and bring the letters closer together or further apart. So there we go. I can also array from here. So I can come in here and put that like, oh, that might be kind of cool. I can do it like this, I can really play with the way. I wonder if I'm just going to go normal because, I'm a normal kind of girl. But I do want to take and rotate that. So I'm going to leave it right there. I like that. And just kind of put it behind my witch right here. But I want to change it to green. So I'm going to make sure she's all grouped and come here and select a green color. Perfect. Now I have some more space, so I can probably put 3 or 4 more words in there. So let's do it. Let's see, I've got bats, the word bats, so I'm going to come here and just maybe do this one. So I'm going to do B, A. I'm going to do all uppercase on this one. This is a cool kind of spooky font. Let's hit set. And maybe I can fit him right in there. I'm going to go to edit so I can move him down a little bit. This is really turning out pretty cute. And let's do the green color. Let's see, what green color is that? That's 013. So there we go. And the reason why I'm keeping them all together is because, that way you don't have to change out your colors as much. You're just using, your colors. Less colors. Now, if I had like a little bat design, I could come and put a little bat right here, a little pumpkin here. So, you have some spaces to play with here. Okay, and let's put some stuff right there. So let's do trick. Add, and let's do a lowercase trick. Set, and I'm going to make that a little bit smaller because I don't want it that large. So I'm going to go to size and just bring him down a little bit, and I'm going to leave him as black and maybe place him right there. Used almost all my words. Let's see, ghoul. Let's do the word ghoul. And look, we have kind of a spooky font here. I love this. But I'm going to do lowercase on this one too. So Ghoul. O-U-L. Let's hit set. Oh, I like that one. Look at that. That's so cute. And just move it somewhere. I might move that up a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to stop there because, of course, you can keep going and get everything in really super tight and have a lot of fun with this. However, I think I'm just going to stop there, and I'm going to come in and tweak everything. I'm going to move this over and down a little bit. I'm going to come down with the bats, and I'm going to come down with the creepy a little bit because I see it's kind of overlapping. There we go. So the trick, maybe I'll come in and move it over a little bit and come to the ghoul and maybe just kind of bring it up, and that's probably okay. But I think I want to change the color. What have I got? Let's do that one in the orange. So which orange is that? That's the 017. So You can do a million colors. You can do everything a different color. Oh, that was not the right orange. Which orange did I choose? Oh well, we'll just leave it at that. Okay. All right, so let's say I was happy with that. And I really just was like, okay, I'm ready to go and move on. Now what can I do with this? Well, watch this. If you want to do like I did and put like a little quilting background, what we're going to do first, so we've got all of our, everything ready to go. We're going to go to, first we'll go to, we're going to go down here. We're going to go to our select tool and we're going to select everything. We're going to select OK. And do you see how everything grayed out except for a couple different things? See this box right here with the square and circle in there? If I tap that, that's going to make everything one unit. So now what I can do is go make an outline of my design and bring it into IQ Designer and put quilting stitches behind it. So I'm going to use our favorite little stamp flower here. And do you see how it has an outline over everything? I'm just going to move the distance a little bit just because I don't like it right up on top of everything. So I'm just going to move it a little bit away. Okay, it's not letting me go any further because I chose, or because I can't go any further here, so that's fine. I'm going to save it to memory. And this is where it tells me, hey, Anna, now you're going to find this in IQ Designer under this key right here, your shapes key, and I'm going to say OK. And then I'm going to go to Add. I am then going to go to IQ Designer, and I need to tell my machine a couple things. So remember it said I can find that over there in this shapes tool right here. So I'm going to go to that circle square, tap it. And the first thing I want to do is tell it, hey, machine, I want this to be, or I'm going to be hooping this in a 9.5 by 9.5 inch hoop. So I'm going to go to this little button right here and tell it by selecting the 9.5 by 9.5 inch button, select OK. Then what I'm going to do is go back to that one button, the shapes key, and I'm going to go look for that same little flower. Here she is, right here. And there's my design. So I'm going to select that, select OK. Now what I want to happen is quilting to go around all these little shapes. So I am going to go to, remember we have our two properties here. First we have line property box, and then we have our fill property box right here. So I'm going to select the little piece of paper on my fill property box. I'm going to come over to here. Now I can do a stipple or I can do a fun fill. Once I tap that, here are your fun fills. I'm going to select and I'm going to go find one. Now this one does, the Meridian Nautilus does not have the echo feature, but I have, oh my goodness, I have 15 different fills to choose from. I have so much to choose from here. So what I think I'll do, is the crackle. Oh, I think that'll be so cute. Okay, so I'm going to select OK. And I'll just select a color because I can do what I want. I'm going to select OK. So I've got my crackle selected. And I want to make sure that in my fill property box that my bucket is selected, and I'm going to select outside of those outlines. There we go. This is kind of fun. I like the crackle. Okay, if I'm happy with that, then what I'm going to do, and there looks like you might find some areas that there isn't any stitching, so let's zoom in, because what we can do is go in, and let me show you. Okay, this is the word spooky, the outline. And do you see how it's just going on the outside? But there is an inside of the letter. I can go in there and tap that and it'll add little stitches in there too. just depending on the size of the stitches. So let's go around to there's the O. I can go in there if I want to. Now again, it may not really fill it in good because your stitches might be too big, but that's okay. We can at least give it a try. Let's go, there's a good one. Okay, so I'm going to zoom back out. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. And I'm going to select next. And if you're on the Altair or the Meridian, you're going to next select Preview and OK. And let's just take a look and see what it's going to look like, because you may want to change the size. It's doing a lot of work right now, so I'm going to let it do its thing. Because I gave it a lot of outlines to play with. There we go. Now there's my crackle. I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to see what it looks like. Now notice there is an outline around everything. If you do not want that outline, I am kind of one of those girls that really don't care if there's an outline around it or not. So I can always hit return and turn the outline off. But what if I wanted that crackle to be bigger? All you have to do is select return, and this is your sizing right here. So I would select size and maybe space it out a little bit. So let's go to 120, set, and then I'll turn off the outline so you can see what that looks like. Set and preview. Now again, this might take a moment to just kind of do its thing, because it's thinking a lot. We're using the digitizing portion of your machine, so your machine is thinking. So don't give up on it. It'll finally pick up. There we go. So it kind of looks like, whatever right now. But once we hit set and OK, we're going to see it behind our designs. How cute is that? I love it. I love it. And it almost fills in the areas that we didn't put anything in. So I think that's kind of cool. Now, you may... Okay, so let's just say we're ready to embroider. And I took it over to embroidery, and I thought, hey, what if I wanted to stitch out all the colors together at one time? Well, I tried that, and then it got to the actual designs, and you have to have, you know, your designs have a way that they have to be stitched out. So that means, let's say on the witch here, she's got first she's got a black, and then she's got a white, and then she's got two more blacks, and then another white. And they have to be stitched out in that way. If I went and combined all the blacks and all the whites together, everything would stitch out kind of funky. And so I tried to do that with this. Now, if you were not going to put any designs in there, and you were just going to do words and color sort, then you would go to layout, and this is your color sort right here. So if I tap that, see, since I have patterns that are just kind of, you know, there's just like a whole lot going on, it's not going to let me. However, if I have just the words on there and you've changed it to 3-4 colors of, you know, of words, then you could totally use this button right here, which is your color sorting button. And what that means is it'll stitch out all the purples first or whatever. It'll stitch out all the yellow or oranges together. It'll stitch out all the blacks together. But since we have detailed designs in there, it's not a good idea to select that. So it would be cool, but it's not. Okay, so that was my process of doing this fun little pillow. So hopefully you could come up with some really stinking cute designs. So I'm going to flip you around back to me. Hey. So let's take a look at mine. You saw the one on camera or on the screen. So again, I have my Halloween over here. I have my words. I have my little girl here. Okay, Kathy. Yeah, that was the last step I just went over. It is, so make sure to watch this whole video. They're not stitching over the words, they're outlined, so they're stitching, my quilting stitching around my words, which is so cool. I love that feature. So, kind of like you did with the mug rug. Okay, so, with this, I'm going to give you 1 week, and within that week, you have to post your pictures, and you're going to make whatever you want right here with the words. So using that same technique that I just showed you, you're going to do one of these. Now, if you want to do a pillow, that is totally cool. So what I did with this is I just added on, I cut 2.5-inch strips and just sewed them onto the sides of my pillow. Or I'm sorry, the sides of my piece. And then I just did an envelope back. So I am not a fan of the backs where you leave a little opening and have to shove everything through and then hand sew it closed. I'm just lazy. And this is much more washable if you do an envelope back. And there are plenty of probably videos or demos out there that shows you how to do an envelope back. So, and that way I can change it out as much as I want, because I've only got one pillow. One pillow form. So maybe this week I'll give myself a challenge and I'll do a turkey one, and I'll show you that one next week, or do, you know, a Thanksgiving one. But I thought it was so cute. I had a lot of fun making it, and you know, I'm using all my own functions in my own machine. And like I said earlier, yeah, people sell this design out there, but what fun is that to me? You know, what's fun to me is going into my machine, pushing buttons, because I'm not going to break the machine, and seeing what I can do. And my friend Hope taught me that. She loves to push buttons, so she taught me how to push every single button in there. So if you're just joining on, go back, rewatch the video, and we're going to have a contest. And what we're going to do is, by following the video, go ahead and make your own version of this. It can be Halloween, it can be Christmas, I don't care what it is. You can do whatever you want. It could be Hanukkah. Oh my gosh, Hanukkah would be beautiful. Maybe I'll do one of those too. So I love the silvers and blues. It's just so gorgeous. So make one of these, and you can make a pillow out of it, you can do a placemat, I don't care what you use it for, make a garden flag, who cares? And you're going to post your pictures up during the week of your design, and everyone who posts their pictures, your name will go into a drawing, and I'm going to give away 2 prizes. One is, they're both gifts from my dear friend Hope Yoder, and one is a yard of her beautiful Roses and Arrows fabric, and the other gift is a mask template kit. So cool. So I hope you guys learned a lot. It's a lot of fun teaching you guys, and a lot of fun coming up with things for you guys. So again, if you want to sign up for the bowl class, I'll put up another little post for you guys. You will email me at the email provided, and we'll get you signed up. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see all the colors and stuff you guys make. So if you have any questions, you can continue asking them, and I will check back throughout the evening. And when you're working on it, if you have any questions, just, you know, do your thing. Because remember, when you ask on the group, somebody else might be thinking the same thing. So it's great to ask on the group so I can give an answer and everyone can read it. Well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday, a fantastic week, and I hope everybody joins in on the contest because that'll be so fun. Thank you, Jan-Ann. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Thank you. And I will see you guys all same time next Sunday at 5 p.m. Remember, always shop local, shop small, and I will see you guys soon, and have a great week. Bye, guys.